In the last few chapters, we've been working with and uploading files. Once you know how to work with databases, objects, and these uploaded files, then the next few chapters should be pretty straightforward. Essentially, we'll just be pulling together all of these concepts. But before we can start uploading files to a new photograph class, we will need to add a few more object-oriented methods first. And we'll start by adding these methods to our existing user class. This should be a very straightforward usage example. And then we can apply those concepts to our photograph class after that. Now earlier we created the ability to log in and log out by finding users in our database, but we skipped over the part about creating, updating, and deleting users, the other parts of CRUD, create, read, update, and delete. So let's add those methods now. So we're going to be switching from the B2B sandbox back to the photo gallery. So open up that photo gallery directory again, and we're going to be working on user.php to begin with. So I'm going to open that up. Now, if you remember, we had gone through and created some authentication methods, as well as some common database methods. And we talked about why we wouldn't be able to move those up to database objects until we have the ability to do late static bindings. But for now, we have these static methods that we've created. Well, right below this, we're going to create a few new ones, and they're going to be create, update, and delete. Notice that these aren't static methods. These are public instance methods. If you think back, our find methods, find all, find by ID, find by SQL, are static methods because we wanted to be able to call them from the class level. They returned instances, but we didn't have an instance to begin with. Unlike our find methods, these three methods will all require that we have an instance of an object to begin with. We'll want to add or update its attributes in the database or delete its database entry altogether. In each of those cases, though, we're going to have an object to start with, an object that we want to save to the database or an object that we want to update in the database. Now, just like those static methods we created earlier, we might eventually want to promote these to the database object class, keeping in mind any problems with early static binding. But we'll start out by creating them in the user class. I think it'll be easier to work with them there. So let's start out by focusing on coding the create method, and we'll do that in the next movie.